Hey guys, how's it going? Midway Piper back with you. Today's video probably won't be super long, but I wanted to share with you a blend I just made. But I just lit it, and I want to smoke it down just a little bit before I tell you what it is and give you some thoughts on it. So, before I jump into that, while I smoke this down a little bit, if you have not checked out, Millennial Codger came out of early retirement. To do a quick video about the latest small batch release. So if you've not, from Cornell and Deal, so if you've not checked that video out, make sure you do. If you were one of the folks that got a tin of the Firebird, I think, congratulations, I guess. I'll be honest, I went online to check it out last night. Tried to, I should say. And like many of you who maybe attempted, if you did, yeah, pretty much there was no chance of getting anything. Same thing happened recently with Country Squire's Dark Holler release. So, I don't think, again, I wasn't set on whether or not I was going to order any of it, but it didn't work out, and that is perfectly fine, because at this point, I think I am going to stay far, far away from the any of those limited batch releases. Now, I know why Cornell and Deal does it. I would like to see slightly bigger batches. But nothing says American market quite like having a very small limited batch that can sell out within a couple minutes of being launched. And that's really frustrating. As things get, as options become more limited, that kind of thing is just kind of frustrating to me, these small batch releases. And I keep hearing all this talk about FDA and whatnot. But I don't know. It seems like if you could put out, I don't even know how many tins there were, but seems like you could easily double that and not run into too much trouble. I don't know. Anyways, if you haven't checked out his video, you should do that. It's pretty good, pretty funny. By the time I actually got through on smokingpipes.com last night, all the reviews for the blend were just, I spent hours on here trying to get this, and I kept getting rerouted, and now they're all gone, and so I didn't really try, so I don't feel too bad, but it's kind of disheartening. And I know that that's pretty much what Cornell and Deal is doing now, is just these limited batch blends, so I don't know. I'm going to keep trying readily available blends and hope they stay readily available. All right, so what am I smoking? Well, first of all, I am smoking it in this Peterson 2024 Christmas pipe. It's got the nice copper on there. I like that. Look at that. Pretty beautiful. I don't know if I've shown this pipe off really in a video yet. You got the beautiful red and black stem. Yeah. So what's in it? Well, last night I got this funny idea. I opened the tin of Balkan Passion that I bought, and I was pretty happy with the blend. But some of you guys keep creating your own blends and stuff, and got me thinking. And I have my Saint Chiruno blend, which is Cold Blood Red Moon and Saint Bruno. That's the one, Saint Bruno. And that one's pretty good. And partly inspired by a book I just picked up, I thought I'd make another blend. So I've dropped a couple of hints already. I don't know if you guys picked up on them. A Peterson pipe, Irish. The Balkan blend, Balkan Passion from HU. And I was thinking, what else could go in there that wouldn't be... Because Balkan blends are pretty strong. There's a lot of things going on in them, I should say. A lot of flavors, and the Orientals and then the Latakia and whatnot. And so I started thinking, you know, I wonder if it'd be like adding a little bit of a cherry into it. And so I was thinking about what kind of cherry I could add to it that had enough flavor to dance with the Latakia, shall we say, and the Orientals. And got to thinking what I could call it. And then it dawned on me. I'm calling it Dracula. Get it? Get it yet? So the Balkan blend, like Transylvania, right? And then the cherry I picked was Blood Red Moon. See what I did there? See what I did? And I'm smoking it in an Irish pipe. Bram Stoker was Irish, if you didn't know that. So, Dracula blend. It's, I just made up a tiny little batch of it last night. It was, I don't have exact measurements. It was about 2 pinches of Balkan Passion. And I think it was about equal parts, roughly, you know, by pinch. Blood Red Moon. So what do I think? I'm actually surprised because the Blood Red Moon actually almost completely masks the Balkan, which is interesting. I know it's a very strong cherry flavor, but I expected a little bit more of the Latakia to shine through it. In fact, I don't even know, honestly, if cherry is a good flavor to mix with a Balkan blend. I'm not mad at this, though. I'm not mad. It's a pretty easy smoking blend. I'm thinking what I might do if I want to make up a bigger batch of this. I'm thinking what I might do is so the HUs are 100-gram tins. So I'm thinking maybe 1 tin of that and 1 tin of Blood Red Moon. So that's a 50-gram. So twice as much Balkan as Blood Red Moon. Like I said, I'm not mad at this at all. But the cherry might be a little overpowering on it. But as you can see, it does give off a pretty nice smoke. And honestly, for nothing else, just the name alone, I think. I'm a pretty big fan of that. I thought it was pretty creative. I don't know if you did, but I thought it was pretty darn creative. So, here's to you, Bram Stoker. It's a delightful story. If you guys have never actually read Dracula before, I'm sure everybody's seen some version of Dracula, but if you've never actually read the book, it's very creatively written. It's often referred to as a, what do they call it? Epistolatory story. In other words, there's no one main narrator in the story. It's pretty much a story put together through letters, newspaper clippings of various characters and newspapers from various places. So it's told in a very different way, but it's a very good story. And there's been a lot of artistic freedom taken with a lot of the movies and things of that sort. So there's been a lot that's been added to the Dracula story, shall we say. But if you missed my other video, I just got it's a book of some of Bram Stoker's short stories. He's not really known for too much else besides Dracula. That was by far a runaway success for him. And instead of bringing some of his other stories to light and popularity, it sort of masked everything else that he wrote. So I've started to dip into that book this morning. Didn't get too far. Only a couple pages into the first story. But, yeah. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, I'm not mad at this blend. So now it's getting interesting because, as often happens when you smoke Blood Red Moon, the cherry flavor starts to die off. And now the Balkans are coming to the front a little bit more. It does give off a pretty hefty smoke though, so that's kind of cool. I'm curious what the room note on this would be like. Obviously, the cherry makes people happy, but the Balkan smoke, not necessarily. Not necessarily a room pleaser. I know my wife, she's not a fan of any smoky smell, but the other day after I smoked a Balkan, a little while later, she goes, "You were outside smoking, weren't you?" And I had been inside for like 20 minutes already. And I smoked out here, so yeah. Anyways, that's about it for today. Just giving my Dracula blend a little trial. Probably let the rest of this sit for a little bit longer. Let it discuss life a little bit longer in the jar. See if that changes the taste of it any. It's the wind is picked back up today. It is significantly colder. This weekend it should be shockingly warmer, all things considered. I think we're supposed to hit 40 again one day this weekend. And then next week our high is around 20. So, yeah. We'll see what comes of that. So, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. And enjoy second retirement, Millennial Codger. Good luck. Hopefully nothing super stupid or ridiculous comes along to bring you back a second time. But for real, don't stay gone too long because most of us enjoy your videos. I know there's a couple people who get hurt, but that's okay. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Have a good one.